bunny season, so I have a sort of two-in-one project to share today. I'm using the new Rabbit & Company transfer along with the rectangular simple shapes in the wood color. So since this is a new transfer, I am cutting apart the two images. I'm going to make sure and mark the back side with which transfer goes on which one. This helps once I clean the transfers off. Plus, it helps me to know which side is the back side of the backer paper. So I'm gonna stick with some bright white chalk paste, and my chalk paste needed a little bit of water. Always make sure you stir your chalk paste before you use it. And if you need to spritz a little water in there, make sure you add distilled water so you don't add any extra impurities in there that can cause your chalk paste to mold. So with that, I'm going to get to chalking, and I love these new transfers. I should say the new materials that the transfers are made out of. They're very much more opaque, so you can see right through. You can see how you can see through to the surface below. I love that. And also be sure to watch your transfers on the side that has the name of the transfer and the copyright information. It is a silk screen now, so you want to make sure you don't actually chalk over that, because then you'll end up with that on your surface. So I'll probably do a quick little video with that at another time, but just keep that in mind. So I'm just going to get to chalking, and again I'm using bright white, and I'm just going to chalk both of these with the same color, and you'll see I'm gonna make these a little bit different towards the end. I tell you what, pulling these transfers off a surface just never gets old. Love how those always turn out so nice. So while those are drying, I'm going to actually pull out some wood flowers. I bought a bunch of these quite a while ago. I've never actually sat down and played with them, so today is the day. So I'm just going to grab some acrylic paint, add a little bit of water, didn't measure anything, and I'm just going to dip the flowers in the paint and then use my paintbrush to get some of the spots where dipping it didn't quite get on the petals, because this is a pretty big flower. I'm just kind of going with it and winging it, and you'll see after I do the first flower, I added a little bit of a darker pink to see if I could get a different color, but I think the pinks were a little too similar. So both the flowers ended up turning out about the same, which is fine. I'll use it on another project, but it was a lot of fun to play with something different. I usually add felt flowers to my projects, but these flowers were a lot of fun, and you'll probably see me use these on more projects. I will be sure to put a link below on where I got these. And just a side note, these do take a lot longer to dry. I left these drying on a paper towel. They take a few hours, I believe. And I did use my my Couture, not heat gun, but my drying tool to help dry these a little bit, but they do take a little bit longer to dry. So I just left them on the paper towel, like I said, but I'm going to finish coloring these, and then I'm going to come back to my project. So like I said earlier, both of these flowers ended up being pretty similar, which is fine. I will use the other one on a different project, but peonies are actually my absolute favorite flower, so I absolutely wanted to add something on here. So when I was going through my wood flowers, I found one that would maybe look the most similar to a peony flower, and I just grabbed my hot glue and I'm going to put that right on my surface, glue that right on there. So just to note, these simple shapes are double-sided. You can chalk on both sides. Probably the one with the peony I won't, just because it's got that big old flower on the other side, but I love that you can get two projects out of one surface on this. So I'm going to add the one surface, or the one with the rabbit, on my A-frame right here. And this A-frame is super simple. It has two little screws with a little, like a little leather strap holding it on to that frame, and you just pop that off. That's another project I did a while ago. And then you put this one on. So the simple shapes that come with the A-frame have the holes punched, but if you buy extras, they do not, and that's because so that you can use them for other projects. So for the one surface, I want to use this on here, so I just marked my holes using my other one as a guide, and then I'm going to use my We Are Memory Keepers punch to punch the holes, and it goes right through like butter. We also have a punch that you can use for your surfaces as well. Not going to punch the other one because I'm going to use that on a different surface. I'm actually going to put that on the Simple Shapes base. So once I pop the holes or punch the holes, I'm going to go ahead and take the screw. You just simply put it through that little leather strap, and then you pull it around the back side and you add the back. Just make sure when you're screwing it on and off with your screwdriver, hold on to the one side with your finger so that the screw doesn't twist as you're screwing that on. Otherwise, you're just going to be twisting and twisting and twisting, and it won't tighten. But you just put those on and you are good to go. Thanks for joining me for today's spring project. I hope you enjoyed it. If you want to see more videos, be sure that you like and subscribe to my channel, and thanks for watching.